Hey guys and girls, um, as you can see I'm back. Still very nervous, but I wanted to talk a bit through of my journey to my diagnosis. I do apologise for fan if you can hear too much, it's just so hot in Yorkshire at the moment. It's currently 3 a.m. and that's the thing about Kiara. Fortunately, you can't sleep with it, or very rarely. You're up most of the night. Insomnia is a thing. But what I wanted to talk about today is I put in this stream doctors' failures, and that is what I believe. I believe I could have been diagnosed when I was 24. Right, bit of a long story, but it's not a story as it's going to sound as sadness because it brought me to be the person I am today. I'm strong and I'm independent. But the top and bottom of it was I was married at 16. I was in an extremely bad marriage. Thankfully, no biological children, but there was some children involved that I was taking care of, and I was taking care of them for a lot of years, and I became to love them very much. Um, Unfortunately, my bad marriage continued, and at the age of 24, well, 23 technically, it was the day before my 24th birthday. I went to work. I got 4 cleaning jobs. Um, I worked most of the day. I come home. There had been a previous incident. I came home. I went upstairs, and to this day, I don't know what I don't know if I'd done anything. And my husband was there, and I was pushed down the stairs. He then stepped over me and went to his work. I think he believed that I would just get up, only I couldn't. I had actually got some slip disc, and my back was fractured. An ambulance was called. Well, after a little while, but I'll skip through that. An ambulance was called after a little while, and I basically was taken to hospital with a very lovely ambulance who was really reassuring. Made jokes the entire way. I got a broken arm as well, but the broken arm had happened before. I went to the hospital and I believed I would be coming home. So it was quite a shock when they took me onto the neurology ward and put me in a bed. At which point I was like, no, I've got a job to go to. Our income. And although my ex-husband now was working, I was primarily paying the bills. It was a crazy time. I'm a lot older now, a lot wiser. But I was taken to an MRI, and the doctor came back and explained in a very nice way. He just said, it's like you've got to. He says, do you want the jam donut or the polo mint explanation? So I chose the jam donut. I like donuts, as you can tell. And he sort of said, what's happened is imagine biting into a donut. He said, and the jam was squeezed out onto your spine, and you've also got a fracture. At this point, I was still protecting our family, because in my head I thought, so what do you do? And I didn't tell them what had happened, but apparently there was a mark on my back indicated. But I went into surgery, came back out, and I still couldn't walk. But I did get a lot of help. So 7 months later I came out of hospital. by this time I'd let the social services take the children that were in my care, and I took the long road to learning to walk again. And I learned to walk, and I can walk unaided now. Apart from the accident the other day, it's unaided. But the reason I said failure in the doctors is because in between my bouts of being able to walk again over a 10-year period, I had 7 MRIs, and not once did they scan my head. Even though the doctor stated I was going to have a full body scan, he didn't scan the head until a lovely doctor came onto a ward one day, and he mentioned the rosy cheeks and sort of made a joke of it, said I've had them all my life, but I hadn't. And I just thought it was a normal thing because my cheeks were really red at the time. And he looked on the MRIs from years ago, said there was nothing on the back, he was going to scan the head, which he did. And later on he came onto the ward and told me I got Chiari. And I've more than likely had it from the blow to my head when I fell down the stairs. Plus I fell. And from then on, I mind-blowing, because I'd never heard of Chiari, I'd never known anything about it. But it's made me stronger. It's made me who I am today. And I'm going to be starting this channel and going live most nights. But tomorrow night I'm going to be working with resin. I don't know if people ever know what it is, but do some keyring with resin, different things. And I'm also going to be doing a cooking video. It's going to mainly be vegan things because I can't eat a lot of red meat, so I don't like chicken. So it's mainly going to be vegan things. But I hope you're going to come along and enjoy and subscribe to the channel. I will go into detail at some point about my marriage, ex, but I don't want people to just focus on that because I was very young. He was young, more to the point as well. He got his addiction to alcohol, which is no excuse, but it was there, and we all played a part in what happened that day. But I am a strong person, a lot older, like I said, a hell of a lot older. And I hope one day that he can forgive himself for what he did, because he caused a lot of damage, not only to myself but to my entire family. Because there was a later incident which involved my brother, and it left my brother being unable to walk for a long time, unable to, even in intensive care for 6 months. But he is doing great. He is doing amazing now, and he's running his own business. I'm very proud of him. So I do hope when I go into this later, at some point, you'll sit and hear the entire story out. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing some working with resin, and I thought it'd be difficult, but it's not that difficult. I hope you're going to join me, and it's been lovely just talking to someone. This is going to be a channel about me mainly, and my life with my cats and my dogs. I actually have 6 cats and 2 English bulldogs who are absolutely amazing. They use each of every way the therapy, and I love them all to bits. So come along next time, say hi, don't be a stranger. Thank you all for listening, and I shall see you tomorrow night with see how the resin goes. I'll show you some of my crafting things as well, because I've got a lot of crafting gold leaf, and it's what I love to do. It's therapy for me. Thank you guys.